Hey everyone, Josh here. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down Facebook and the working parts that go into it, including the ranking system and how that all works, which I'll get into in a couple minutes. But yeah, so this video is actually a video that's in our program, the Facebook Accelerator. It's in one of the modules. But Nikki and I just thought, well, we'll make it and post it up in the Karma Business because we know a ton of you will be able to get a lot of value from this. And hopefully it really does give you a chance to understand how Facebook works. So yeah, but before we get into the ranking system and how all of that works, I want to give you guys some context. So I just attached a screenshot here that you can see, that you can pause and have a read. But Mark Zuckerberg pretty much stated in 2017 that one of Facebook's biggest focus areas for 2018 is making sure the time we all spend on Facebook is time well spent. And the reason I'm showing you this is because back in 2016, 2017, before 2018, when you would scroll through your Facebook newsfeed, your timeline, you would be seeing more ads and Facebook ads from, advertising pretty much from these companies more than you would see posts from your own friends, family, or groups that you're a part of. And Facebook got a lot of backlash from that. There was a lot of criticism that they received, that people wanted to feel more connected. And it's been Facebook's mission since then. And I know that this is Facebook's mission since day one, but they're a business and they want to make as much money as possible. And it's only been, a good 2-3 years that they've decided to pivot towards Facebook groups, which is why Facebook groups right now are a massive thing, and Facebook profiles, which is something that not many people talk about, but there is a science that goes behind it, which is I'll be breaking down in this video. But yeah, so the reason why Facebook have made this such an important topic and have allowed us as marketers to really benefit from this is because, especially organic traffic, is because they literally cut the reach from Facebook business pages in half. So if you have a Facebook business page, you probably know that if you make a post, nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to like it. It's really crap. And which is why if you're doing that, I highly, suggest you to move over to your Facebook profile and use that instead, which we're going to jump into right now. So obviously, Mark Zuckerberg has pivoted towards Facebook groups and making the platform more connected. So you can connect more with your friends, your groups, your family, all of this sort of stuff, which is obviously a really very, 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 very good thing for us as marketers and business owners. So let's just jump right into it. So this is kind of the algorithm breakdown and the ranking system that Facebook has in place. So Facebook, if you don't know, has a ranking system, like a ranking system, for example, from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And every time you post, Facebook is going to see your post and is going to rank it. 1 being the lowest means it's going to get no reach, nobody's going to see it. 10 being the highest, where everyone's going to see it, you get lots of engagement. So the people you see on Facebook have figured this out. The people who get 200, 300, 400 plus likes have figured this out and they're capitalizing off of it. And I want to break that down very briefly because I've never seen anyone else do this. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, it's been 2 years that Nikki and I have been working online full time now on Facebook. And it's just been our mission to figure this stuff out. But this is a graph here, well, not graph, just to kind of a little breakdown of how the ranking system works. So say, for example, you have pockets. Each and every single pocket has 500 people in there. And let's take you, for example. You have 5,000 friends in your Facebook friends list. You take those 5,000 friends, you divide it by these 10 pockets. So in each and every single one of these 10 pockets is 500 of your friends. And in this square here, this orange, is your Facebook post. So every time you post on Facebook, Facebook is going to decide to show your post to, let's say, pocket 1, pocket 5, pocket 2. This isn't obviously how it works. They have dozens and dozens of little pockets around your post that they're going to show it to, because it's not 500 people in each pocket. It's probably 20, 30. They're all different sizes, different people in there. But let's just say, for example purposes, that's what they do. That's what happens. And say you post it, right? Facebook is going to then show it to pocket 1, pocket 5, and pocket 2. And each one of these pockets, these people are going to react differently. And there's 500 people in here, 500 people there, and 500 people there. And say pocket 1, these 500 people, say that the feedback is relatively good. Say you get a lot of engagement, you get a lot of shares, you get a lot of comments, and people just like what you've just posted from pocket 1. Then what Facebook will do is then they will move on from pocket 1 to pocket 3. If that gets good feedback, they move on to pocket 6. But if pocket 6 sees your post and people scroll past it, they don't like it, they don't comment on it, they don't share it, they don't even read it, Facebook will not show your post to Pocket 9. So you've pretty much just missed out on 500 people. All right, same thing for Pocket 5. If Pocket 5 doesn't do well, you've missed out on another 500 people. And if Pocket number 2 doesn't work at all, the feedback is really bad, you've pretty much missed out on 2,000 people right here, which is just crazy. And this is exactly how Facebook works. So if you have really, really bad engagement, the best way you can resolve this is to engage more with your friends on your timeline, because this is how you trick the Facebook algorithm. This is one way to get good engagement, not massive engagement, but it's a good way to start building your engagement and building your brand up. So let's just take, for example, if you're following this and you're just posting, you're posting without doing anything else on Facebook, your post will not do well. What you need to do is you need to engage with your friends. So you like their posts, you comment on their posts. Every time you see a Facebook post on Facebook, make sure you're reacting to it. If you're not, your engagement will go down, period. It doesn't matter what post it is. If you have a post that you just scroll by on Facebook, scroll back up and ask yourself, why did you scroll by that post and not engage on it? Is it because you didn't like it? If you didn't like it, then delete that friend so you can free up another space for someone else who you will engage with. And this goes for every single post. So let's just say you're engaging with your friends. When you engage with your friends, they're more likely to return a favor to you. So say you heavily engage an hour a day for a month. If you do that for a month and you do 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon, 20 minutes in the evening, you're going to hit a lot of people from pretty much every single one of these pockets, which is awesome, which is really good news for you. And the more you do this, the more people are going to want to engage back with you. And that's tricking the algorithm. So let's say for Pocket 2, for example, it was complete crap. It just didn't work out. And you've spent the time and effort to engage with people, to like their content and to comment on their content, to message them, to build real, genuine human connections. Then once you post, your post will get shown to Pocket 2. And because you've taken the time out of your day to build relationships with the people from that pocket, Facebook will be like, all right, cool. Let's show it to Pocket 4, Pocket 8, Pocket 10. It's the same with all of these other pockets. Obviously, Facebook will never show your post to all of your friends. It's just never going to happen. But you can really take advantage of this and, get 4, 5, 6, 700 likes a post. It's not hard. Obviously, the engaging with your friends is one part to it. There is a posting structure that you need to follow. There is the exact strategies that you need to follow, the times, the things that go into it. Every action you do on Facebook will either benefit you or will, give you a repercussion. That's just how Facebook works. So if you're deleting 200 friends one day, Facebook will you're going to get a repercussion from Facebook. It's not a good thing to do. And it's the same when adding friends, messaging people, all of this sort of stuff. And if you guys want to hear more of this, be sure to let me know in the comment section if you want more videos of this style, breaking things down, because that's what we love doing. That's what we've done in the Facebook Accelerator. And we would love just to kind of do it a bit more in Good Karma Business, because I know in Good Karma Business, we don't do too many videos, but hopefully we'd love some feedback on that and would really, really appreciate your guys' opinion on that. But let's say we have all of that down to a T. So you understand that. You understand that your audience now is divided by pockets, okay? Facebook doesn't just chuck your post out there. Facebook does it strategically. If your post doesn't do well, they will not bother taking up space on people's timelines to show it to them if it's not a good post. If it's a good post, they will. And let's just take me, for example. So here we have my Facebook profile, and we're just going to go run down through a few different posts and let's just kind of see how they perform. So I have, before we get started, I have 4,304 friends right now as we speak, and I have 4,444 followers. Pretty good number. 4444. Okay, awesome. So that's around like 8,500 people that I have that can kind of see my content, right? Obviously, people can share my post and it will get seen by even more people and so on. So let's just take for this post, for example, I posted it 3 hours ago. It has 160 likes and 127 comments. Not the best engagement. So obviously, I posted it. Facebook took my post, this post here, and showed it to pockets of my audience of the 8,500 people that I have. And a lot of people just kind of scrolled by it. They probably saw, why is Josh posting this? No, I don't want to like that. So they just scrolled by it. right? So Facebook is kind of limiting my reach, and that's exactly what Facebook does. That's what people kind of refer to as Facebook jail. Facebook jail is just not a real thing. That's just your post isn't good, period. And let's go to the post before that one. So this one has 350 likes, 432 comments, right? And this one is going to get way more engagement than this one is. Even though this one is an image and it's got a short caption, you don't need a massive attention span to figure this post out here. But this one here, it takes a little bit more attention, right? You got to put a bit of time reading the post. And Facebook has obviously seen this post as a good post, so they decided to push it a little bit to my audience. And obviously Pocket 1 liked it, so then they show it to Pocket 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and so on and so on and so on. And that's exactly how it works. But let's take this post, for example. 930 likes and 898 comments. All right, the post is short, straight to the point. You don't need a massive attention span. It takes 2 seconds to read that. Obviously, I've done I took the time out of my day to engage, to build my audience up, and it's got 930 likes and 900 comments pretty much and 21 shares. So Facebook has seen that post. Go back here, they've seen the post, and they've pretty much shown it all across the board. They've pretty much shown it all across the board. And again, as I mentioned, your post will never be able to hit every single one of your friends on your friends list, but it can hit a pretty large amount. I mean, this here is like what, a 25% engagement rate, which the average is probably, I'd say 10% engagement, 5% engagement for most people. So it's definitely good, and it's definitely a real thing. And you can literally scroll through my timeline, and you can even scroll through your own timeline, see what works and see what doesn't. What works, do more of it. What doesn't work, do less of it. So that's pretty much it when it comes to breaking Facebook down. So hopefully you learned something new. I didn't want to make this video about too many different things, but again, if you want to see more of this stuff, be sure to comment down below, and Nikki and I will definitely be filming more of this content for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the ranking system that Facebook has in place. This is pretty much how it works. And yeah, and a few quick things as well, guys. When you are on your timeline and engaging, make sure that you actually engage on every single post you see. Don't skip posts. If you skip a post, either delete that person or snooze that person so you don't see any more of their posts. Me personally, I would delete them. If I scroll my timeline, I don't even like something, I'll ask myself, Josh, why didn't you like that post? Then I'll answer myself. If it's because I just don't like their content, don't like this person, I will delete that person. Because if you see someone's post, you scroll by it, there's a chance that that person will not even see your post. So you're not doing them a favor, and you're not doing yourself a favor. So anyway, guys, hopefully you got some value from this. What I just talked about, I can break this down in another video. Obviously, if this post gets enough, feedback on that, definitely will do, guys. So thank you so much for making it to the end. If you have any questions when it comes to this, be sure to ask them down in the comments so I can get back to you as soon as I can and answer your questions. So see you in the next one, guys, and take care.